Donald Trump has spent most of his adult life using his position and power to be a bully and get away with virtually everything. Nothing we know in this breaking story could be closer to the truth than what he's pulled off in 2016 and now 2024. But when it comes to Liz Cheney and Joe Biden, they are going to tell Donald Trump to take his bullying pulpit and shove it. Because Liz Cheney, former senator from Wyoming, just got handed in this breaking news a little cherry on top from President Joe Biden to tell Donald Trump, hey man, you want to threaten me? Guess what I just did? Impermanent that you can't change. And you're going to want to see that. I'm going to show it to you in just a few seconds. But let's take a listen to what Liz Cheney had said and then also what Donald tried to pull off with regards to threatening her.
I am a Ronald Reagan conservative. I believe in limited government. I believe in low taxes. I believe in a strong national defense. And above all else, I know that the most conservative of conservative values is fidelity to our Constitution. I tell you, I have never voted for a Democrat, but this year I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris. But mostly we're not going back. As a conservative, as a patriot, as a mother, as someone who reveres our Constitution, I am honored to join her in this urgent cause.
Donald Trump, just weeks away from being invested with the immense powers of the presidency, calling for a criminal investigation into Liz Cheney over witness tampering after a report from House Republicans singled her out, accusing her of colluding with a witness on the January 6th committee and recommending she be investigated for possible criminal prosecution. The president-elect weighing in on Tuesday's report just 3 hours ago, saying this on his Truth social platform, quote, Liz Cheney could be in a lot of trouble based on the evidence obtained by the subcommittee, which states that numerous federal laws were likely broken by Liz Cheney, and these violations should be investigated by the FBI, end quote, 3:11 a.m. this morning. The president-elect there, referring to the report released yesterday by a Republican-controlled House subcommittee, alleging what it called, quote, the failures and politicization of the January 6th Select Committee, end quote. The report calls the committee, quote, a political weapon with a singular focus to deceive the public into blaming President Trump for the violence on January 6th and tarnish the legacy of his first presidency. Among the report's allegations against Cheney that she colluded with one of the committee's witnesses, Cassidy Hutchinson, who served as an assistant to White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. Hutchinson provided testimony about Trump's actions on January 6th.
And what did Joe Biden do in this breaking story to put a cherry on top of the January 6th committee and Dick Cheney's daughter, Liz Cheney, former senator from Wyoming? And what does he do in one of his last acts of president in this breaking story? He does this. Breaking news, President Biden awards Liz Cheney with the Presidential Citizens Medal, the second highest award. Standing ovation for the role she played on the January 6th committee.
Elizabeth L. Cheney for putting the American people over party.
Liz Cheney, on the Twitter X platform in response to Donald Trump's threats, said the following, Donald, this is not the Soviet Union. You can't change the truth and you cannot silence us. Remember all your lies about the voting machines, the election workers, your countless allegations of fraud that never happened? Many of your lawyers have been sanctioned, disciplined, or disbarred. The courts ruled against you, and dozens of your own White House administration and campaign aides testified against you. Remember how you sent a mob to our Capitol and then watched the violence on television and refused for hours to instruct the mob to leave? Remember how your former vice president prevented you from overturning our republic? We remember. And now, as you take office again, the American people need to reject your latest malicious falsehoods and stand as the guardrails of our constitutional republic to protect the America we love, from you. Got bad news for you, Donald. That presidential medal stands forever, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Thank you to Liz Cheney, also Adam Kinzinger, and all those who stood by and didn't let all of the traitors of January 6th just walk because Donnie has such a large bully pulpit. He also has a large gut, but that's a different subject. So as I continue to say to everyone, it's acts like this and people like Miss Cheney, we have to stay strong, keep talking to one another, stay calm, and always stay frosty.